clôture des 13e Jeux africains. Ça a été la première édition des Jeux organisée par le Ghana et ça a été un véritable coup de maître, un succès dont tout Ghanéen, tout Africain doit et peut être fier. Merci aux athlètes, merci aux organisateurs, aux responsables, aux volontaires qui ont fait de cette édition un véritable succès.
Now, as we come to the close of these games, Jalal, and I know this is the second time you're doing it, you probably don't want to go back home to Morocco, and I probably don't want to send you away, but what you start, you must end. Like I said before, we do have the athletes and the volunteers coming out, and from the bottom of my heart, I would like to ask all of you, more than 10,000 in the stadium here at the University of Ghana Stadium, and of course at home and across the continent of Africa, do give them a round of applause. They have done exceptionally well.
Let's talk what we are expecting tonight.
Yes. Tonight, as we did, for those of you who missed out on the opening, there was a wild and momentous moment at the end when we had a concert, but that was preceded by an official beginning, and that's exactly what we're doing here today, or tonight. Now, we will get to listen to a few very important speeches. Now, these speeches, of course, will be crowned by the handing over of the flag from Ghana to Egypt. That is the Arab Republic of Egypt that will, of course, host the next edition of the Games. And then we have a surprise for you at the end. From Wiala to Stone Boy and a lot of African artists you are going to be excited about tonight.
Keep some surprises, my dear Anita. Programme ce soir dans le défilé des drapeaux des nations qui ont pris part à cette 13e édition des Jeux africains. Ensuite la phase protocolaire, le défilé aussi avant des athlètes et des volontaires. La phase protocolaire dont a parlé mon ami Anita. Et puis la transmission en tout cas du flambeau, du drapeau qui va passer du Ghana à la République arabe d'Égypte qui va accueillir la 14e édition des Jeux en 2027 et puis un programme des plus riches dont a parlé Anita.
Keep some surprises for us. Ladies and gentlemen, with much ado and with much pride, we want to finally welcome, of course, the Athletes March, and that will be followed by the volunteers. So once they come out, please give them a warm, warm welcome.
Le défilé des drapeaux.
Well, after competing here in Ghana all of these days, we get to celebrate all of these athletes who made their nation so proud in Accra. In the pool, in the court, in the ring, on the track, on the field, and so many others. 30 different sporting disciplines competed at the 13th African Games. 53 nations here in Ghana to be a part of this wonderful location before we do handover to Cairo in Egypt for 2027. All 54 flags of Africa being represented strongly
now,
here.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, please welcome the athletes.
On rend hommage à présent aux athlètes et qui sont pour beaucoup dans la réussite de cette édition des Jeux d'Accra 2023. Applaudissons-les, ils le méritent, ils sont notre fierté et celle de tout un continent. Le défilé des athlètes.
Okay, so there you go. Ghana
Can I listen to the song? This is a masterpiece from 1972 from the Cameroonian Manu Dibango. So Makosa.
And that's why we're tying that in
It's
with the
amazing.
African Games. Yeah. So a number of these athletes winning a medal or two for Ghana. 68 medals we won. Ghana won, of course.
Makosa. It was a hit then. One of the first Africans who really have a major hit in Western Europe.
So that's what, 52 years ago?
72.
Yeah, 52 years ago.
Tanga tanga ubu etanga Issa Makosa.
That's Team Ghana.
Yeah.
Probably one of the largest contingents of this year's African Games.
I'm happy to use the word one-off because clearly they were not as large as the Egyptians, because the Egyptians were in so many, almost every discipline.
And that's Morocco. What I do know is that quite a number of these athletes have since gone home.
Yeah, a lot
number of them. Yeah.
We don't wait. It's the same principle that applies to the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games. Once you finish with your sport, 9 times out of 10, with Africa it's slightly different because it's cheaper to hire when you buy your plane ticket, go together as one, rather than letting you buy the short one. And
happy to display their medals. It's a wonderful feeling. And that's Angola. So the Egyptians.
and look at the Namibians.
Athletes from all over the continent coming to be a big part of this wonderful location. Congratulations to all of them who won something, and better luck next time if you won nothing. That's the Angolan delegation. DR Congo. Patrice Lumumba's DR Congo. Mobutu Sese Seko's DR Congo. How many names have they had?
Well, unfortunately, the country has really been rocked from one side of crisis to the other. From the time Mobutu removed
Congo Kinshasa, Zaire, DR Congo,
Lumumba,
Patrice Lumumba was,
and then came in Kabila and all those. It's really been unstable. But they've had these military dictators for years, and they reigned for such.
There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From savannah to the deep blue sea, feel the heartbeat of this land so free. Nature's beauty reigns supreme. Experience the African dream. Africa rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair, experience the African dream. So let us embrace this sacred place with open heart and a sense of grace. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. So let us embrace this sacred place, yeah, with open hearts and a sense of grace, yeah. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. Oh yeah, Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair, experience the African dream. Africa did it, Africa did it, show them. Africa did it, show them. Africa did it, Africa did it, experience the African dream. There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From Savannah to the deep blue sea, feel the heartbeat of this land so free. Nature's beauty reigns supreme. Experience the African dream. Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair, experience the African dream. So let us embrace this sacred place with open heart and a sense of grace. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. So let us embrace this sacred place, yeah, with open hearts and a sense of grace, yeah. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. Oh yeah, Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair, experience the African dream. Africa did it, Africa did it, show them. Africa did it, show them. Africa did it, Africa did it, experience the African dream. Nature's beauty reigns
Volusia has been
supreme.
celebrated since I've been here.
Experience the African dream.
I have seen thousands.
Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich and everywhere. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa. So let us embrace the sacred ways with open heart and sense of praise. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. So let us embrace the sacred ways with open hearts and sense of praise. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. We are strong and beautiful, rich and everywhere. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From savannah to the deep blue sea, feel the heartbeat of this land so free. Nature's beauty reigns supreme. Experience the African dream. Africa, experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair. Experience the African dream. So let us embrace this sacred place with open heart and a sense of praise. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. So let us embrace this sacred place, yeah, with open hearts and a sense of praise, yeah. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. Oh yeah, Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair. Experience the African dream. Africa baby, Africa baby, show them. Africa baby, show them. Africa baby, Africa baby, experience the African dream. the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From Savannah to the deep blue sea. Feel the heartbeat of this land so free. Nature's beauty reigns supreme. Experience the African dream. Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair. Experience the African dream. So let us embrace this sacred place with open heart and a sense of grace. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. So let us embrace this sacred place, yeah, with open hearts and a sense of grace, yeah. Experience the African dream so divine, forever in our hearts and minds. Oh yeah, Africa, yeah. Experience the African dream. Experience the African dream. Yeah, we are strong and beautiful, rich in every way. From the east to the west, north to the south, all around this beautiful land. Africa fair. Experience the African dream. Show it. Show it. There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the African Union Anthem.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de l'Union africaine.
You may now be seated. Leading the dignitaries onto the field to make their speeches is Rex Brobe, a former 100-meter champion in Ghana, who represented Ghana at the 1984 Olympic Games. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us into a very important part, which starts off with some remarks made by the chairman of the local organizing committee, the executive chairman, Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asare.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'accueillir le président du comité local d'organisation, Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asare.
Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, distinguished excellencies, diplomats, distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, the press. Everything that has a beginning has an end. And today, as we draw the curtains on the 13th edition of the African Games, on behalf of my members of the LOC, we want to thank all of you for what you have done to assist us organize and host one of the best games ever in the history of the African Games. The list is very tall, but permit me to single out a few people. The President of the land, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has forever been resolute in his support for the LOC and has assisted us tremendously to host and organize the games. The African Union, ANOCA, UPSA, the security services, the media, the volunteers, the athletes who were at the center of the games, we want to say a big thank you to all of you. We really, really appreciate what you have done to help us and to assist us. And what I'm sure is on the lips of everybody at this stage is how are we going to maintain these excellent sporting facilities that under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo we've been able to build in Ghana. I want to say that it's going to be a collective responsibility of all of us to try and maintain these facilities. The President of the land challenges the LOC to transform the facilities into a University of Sport for Development. Now I'm talking about the facilities at Boteman. Mr. President, I want to jog your memory, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will support us financially and physically for us to achieve this dream. All those who are leaving now, we want to wish you God's mercy, but feel free to come back because Ghana is your home. Once again, I want to thank all of you for what you have done for us. Ghana has always been the gateway of Africa, and we will always be setting the records. I'm very proud as a Ghanaian and very proud as African. Thank you very much for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, with honor and humility, we would like to bring to the stage the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Moustapha Youssef.
La parole maintenant au ministre de la Jeunesse et des Sports du Ghana, Son Excellence Moustapha Youssef.
Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic, Madame Rebecca Akufo-Addo, the First Lady of the Republic, Madame Akosua Fremont Ose Opare, Chief of Staff, Ministers and Deputy Ministers of States, my able and very supportive Deputy Minister, Honorable Evans Opoku-Bobie, my colleague Ministers of Sports from the AU member states, Your Excellency Ambassador Minata Samati Susuma, the Chairperson of the Technical Committee for the African Games, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Major General Naza, the President of Association of African Sports Confederation, the officials of the National Olympic Committee of Africa, my Chief Director of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Executive Chairman and the members of the Local Organizing Committee, directors and staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Director General and staff of the National Sports Authority, heads of Confederation, heads of Federation, esteemed athletes and officials, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen, a journey which began 6 years ago has reached its climax today. We have had 3 weeks of Trailing African Sports Festival. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as a founding member of the African Games, Ghana has always harbored the dream of hosting this prestigious event. but stringent hosting requirements and resources needed to host such a tournament became a standing block. However, it took the boldness of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to decide that it is Ghana's time to go for it. Hence, in 2018, Ghana won the bid to host the 13th African Games, a decision which placed huge responsibility on the country to deliver modern and standard facilities for the African Games. It was a huge responsibility which we were very prepared to scale up, as our bid indicated. However, in the middle of our preparation, COVID-19 set in and other challenges such as the impasse between AU, ANOCA and UCSA. But Ghana was in a position of no surrender. We were determined to build the required infrastructure for the Games, and in the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we had outstanding diplomats who personally intervened and resolved the impasse that paved way for Accra 2023. Mr. President, thank you so much. As the Minister responsible for sports with the oversight responsibility for the African Games, I was always encouraged by the unwavering commitment of our government and the personal commitment by Mr. President towards the success of this game, Accra 2023. From a difficult and unworldly, impossible situation, we are here today for the closing ceremony, having delivered the best and the biggest and the most exciting African Games in the history, with 29 sporting disciplines, with 9 venues, over 5,000 elite athletes, 3,000 technical officials, 2,000 guests, over 3,000 volunteers, as well as an estimated 2 billion global viewing audience who follow the games on television and online. I want to pay special tribute to the local organizing committee of the Games, led by Dr. Kokufosu Asare and the entire workforce of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, my hard-working Deputy Minister, and a very supportive Chief Director. We recognize your support and collaboration with other ministries and agencies, the Ministry of Finance, Road and Highways Ministry, Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Interior, the State Protocol, the IGP and the police, and also the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Revenue Services. I want to again thank the African Union, the African Sports Council, the UCSA and NOCA for giving Ghana the opportunity to host the 13th edition of the African Games and the support they gave us through the process. Special gratitude also goes to my colleague sports ministers from the African continent, the technical officials like the World Anti-Doping Agency for their hard work and encouragement. And special commendation goes to the state of Qatar for their donation of equipment, and also Taishan Sports, ANOCA and other sponsors for their sponsorship for these games. To all the athletes and technical officials who participated and officiated, we owe much of the success to you. Without you, there would have been no actions on the venues. And on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, I wish you all the best in your career. Those of you who qualified for Paris, the Olympic Games through Accra, keep the flame burning and make Africa proud at the Olympics in summer. I assure all of you the support of the continent in this regard. To our dedicated volunteers, Ghana is indeed proud of you and appreciate your dedicated service. To the media, both from Ghana and across the continent, you have made the voice of the games, and we have seen outstanding coverage and reportage of the games. Overall, it has been a great media coverage, and I want to use this opportunity to thank local and international media for good work job done. Last but not the least, to the Ghanaian public for embracing the games. You have trooped to every venue: Baltimore, Bokom, Accra International Conference Center, Ablekuma Pokwasi Road, the National Hockey Pitch, the Achimota Cricket Oval, Cape Coast Sports Stadium, Accra Sports Stadium, and here in Lagos to cheer our athletes. Thank you, Ghana. The 13th edition of the African Games, Accra 2023, will be coming to official close shortly. But for us in Ghana, it has just started because the legacy of the 13th African Games lives on. For Ghana, the legacy goes beyond the games, as the multi-purpose infrastructure that we have built at the University of Ghana in Baltimore will contribute greatly to sports for development. Never in our history have we had such a world-class facility for multi-purpose sports. Thanks to the 13th African Games, driven by a remarkable visionary president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the commitment of the government, Ghana now possesses uses this facility with the declaration of Accra as the African City of Sports for 2024 and beyond. I take the opportunity to invite Confederation, Federation, and International Olympic Committees to organize competitions here in Accra. This legacy, Mr. President, prosperity will never forget your administration's significant impact on Ghana's sports and contributing to keeping the flame of African Games burning. I want to assure the good people of Ghana that we will build on the unprecedented success Ghana has achieved. This is the most successful African Games ever in terms of medal won. Prior to this game, Ghana has also registered the best performance at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And at the last Olympic Games in Tokyo, Ghana won a medal for the first time in 30 years. This is also the first time the African Games has been beamed on Super Sports. The game has also saw participation of several young athletes at the elite level, some as young as 9 years. The future of sports on the continent is very bright. In conclusion, let me once again express Ghana's pride in hosting the rest of Africa. For Africa's biggest sporting events, I wish all of you safe journey to your respective country. Yadawasi Pagana for you are done. Atenami, Mungode, Mpusiapam, Merci, Shukran. Thank you, Africa. Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, please welcome the African Union Commissioner for Health, Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development of the TCAG, Her Excellency, Ambassador Minata Samate Sissouma.
Merci d'accueillir à présent son Excellence, Madame Minata Samate Sissouma, commissaire de la santé, aux affaires humanitaires et au développement social auprès de la Commission de l'Union africaine.
Your Excellency, Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency, Madam First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, my brother, Honorable Minister Mustafa Yusuf, Minister of Youth and Sport of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ashraf Sobi, Minister of Youth and Sport of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Honorable Ministers and members of the government of Ghana and the African Union member states, Diplomatic Corps, my sister Fatima Diouf Samura, former Secretary General of FIFA, my brother General Nasser, President of UXA, and Engineer Boumel, representing the President of ANOCA. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. Today, we come to the end of the exciting 30th edition of African Games Accra 23. On behalf of His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the Commission, African Union Commission, I welcome you all to the official closing ceremony of the 30th edition of the African Games Accra 2023. We gather here today, ladies and gentlemen, as a people filled with a profound sense of gratitude, excitement and fulfillment. Over the past 2 weeks, we have embarked on a journey of sharing our rich African culture, competing in different sport codes and growing together. What a remarkable journey it has been. Ghana kept its promise. The 30th African Games were a resounding success. For a fortnight, we vibrated to the rhythm of a fantastic African sporting event. development of elite athletes and coaches from the African Union member states competed with fair play and 29 sport codes. Accra was a capital, the capital of African sport, and will remain. I insist on that one. Accra will remain such till the 40th edition of the game in Africa, African Games. I can confidently say that we have been able to successfully deliver the game, African Games Accra 2023. The 30th African Games have confirmed and magnified the role of sport as a factor of personal development and a link between people and government, an important driver for peace and development. We have made a significant contribution to the implementation of the Africa we want. African based on our Agenda 2063. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, kindly permit me to extend my sincere appreciation to the people and the government of the Republic of Ghana under the leadership of His Excellency, Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, for the great hospitality and huge sporting facilities investment put together for the Accra Games, African Games 2023. Medase. I further extend my heartfelt thanks to each athlete, official, African Union member state for the dedication, commitment, and show of love to the development of sport in Africa. Regardless of the current economic challenges facing our various countries, you gladly supported our athletes. Thank you to you. Gave them an equal playing field and opportunity to compete fairly and showcase their skill and talents in this competition, some of them being qualifier for the Olympics Paris 2024. On behalf of the African Union Commission and the African Union Sport Council, I congratulate all athletes and officials that participated in the 30th edition of African Games. You gave us some memorable moments. Remember, your participation matters more than winning. You played your role very well. Keep on the good work, commitment, dedication, and continue to focus on clean sports. I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to thank particularly the Association of National Olympic Committee of Africa, ANOCA. My brother Gumbel is here representing ANOCA, and the Association and African Sport Confederation, UCSAT, my brother General Nasser, and other African Sport Confederation. I won't forget the World Anti-Doping Agency for the expertise, technical guidance, and support that contributed immensely to the success of games here in Accra. I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to take this opportunity to inform the African sport movement that the African Union, as owner of this mega multi-sport competition, is committed to working with all key stakeholders in continued organization and management of the African Games for the betterment of African athletes in accordance with African Games governing warning instrument. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to my brother Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Minister of Youth and Sport of Ghana, and Dr. Kwaku Ofosu-Asade, the Executive Chairman of the LOC here in Accra. Your unwavering dedication and hard work has been the backbone on the 30th edition of the African Games, from meticulous planning and meeting to the progressive execution. I said your efforts have been nothing short of exemplary. Allow me also to show my sincere gratitude to the members of the Technical Committee for African Games, TCAG, which I shared for their time, commitment and dedication have allowed us to deliver the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been fortunate to experience an impressive game with impressive side events, including Youth Pavilion, the High-Level Anti-Doping Forum, the Specialized Technical Committee, Youth Culture and Sport here in Accra, that endorsed the next host of the African Games in 2027. As we close the curtain of the 30th edition of African Games Accra 2023, I encourage each one of you to carry the torch of passion, experiences gained, lesson learned, acknowledge, acquired, friendship made, and high inspiration lit here. Let's not end it here, but let the torch burn high, signifying the beginning of the new exciting endeavors. Let us apply this achievement in our respective sport field in life. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, let me now congratulate especially the people and the government of the Arab Republic of Egypt for having been endorsed as the next host of the 40th edition of the game in 2027 by our subcommittee here on 9 March 2024 here in Accra. I am powerful and looking forward to a fascinating 40th edition of African Games 27 in Egypt. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, Madam First Ladies, distinguished personality. In conclusion, I thank you once for being an integral part of 30th edition of African Games. As we depart to our various countries, let us hold on to the beautiful memory and experience we have shared here in Accra. And I quote from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the force that unites us are intrinsic and greater than the superimposed influence that keep us apart. Africa, ladies and gentlemen, Africa is one continent, one people, and one nation. End of quote. May these moments serve as a beacon of inspiration in our sport career and beyond. I also take opportunity to extend my best wishes to our African athletes and officials who have qualified for the 33rd Olympic Games in Paris 24. And over continental and international competition. Go and make us proud of you. Prove what you achieve here. We need more in Paris. Thank you for your commitment and your engagement. To our sponsors and media, your presence, action, and insightful contribution have been a pillar of the African Games here in Accra. The success of of African Games in Accra. Your passion and expertise are not only enrich the competition, but also inspire all of us. Until we meet in 27 in Cairo, the city of ancient civilization, I wish you all continued success and fulfillment in your endeavor. Long live Ghana, long live African Games, long live Africa. Medase, asante sana, shukran, obrigado, merci beaucoup, and I thank you.
And pride, I ask you to kindly rise as we invite to the podium the more or less officiator of the 13th African Games. Please welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'accueillir le président de la République du Ghana, son Excellence Nana Akufo-Addo, qui préside cette cérémonie de clôture des 13e Jeux africains.
Madam First Lady, members of the Council of State, Chief of Staff at the Office of the President, Minister for Youth and Sports, and Member of Parliament for Yagaba Kubore, the Egyptian Minister for Sports, representative of the Chairperson of the African Union Commission, the AU Commissioner for Sports, the Chairperson and members of the Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa, Chairperson and members of the African Union Sports Council, the Chairperson and members of the technical committees of the 13th African Games, the Chairperson and members of the local organizing committee of the 13th African Games, the former Secretary General of FIFA, members of the diplomatic corps, participants and officials, distinguished guests, fellow Ghanaians and fellow Africans. Ladies and gentlemen, as we bid farewell to the 13th African Games, Africa 2023, here in Accra, I stand before you with a profound sense of pride and gratitude. This fortnight has been a testament to the power of sport, uniting nations, fostering friendships, and illustrating the immense talent that exists in our continent. Indeed, this event has brought together some 13,000 sportsmen and women, officials, technicians, and volunteers from across Africa. The Games have strengthened the bonds of friendship and the socio-economic relations that have existed between African countries over the years. I'm particularly happy that Ghana one of the front runners of sports on the African continent, has been able to champion the dreams of our young people, shown in the high levels of performance of the athletes in the various competitions. The opportunity to provide a platform to harmonize Africa's cross-cultural diversity for development and prosperity is one of the biggest honors bestowed on the state. And as President of the Republic of Ghana, I do not take this honor lightly. These games did not only bring together the best athletes from our continent, but also highlighted the true meaning of African diversity, unity, and common purpose of promoting our continent. The high level of performances, the display of sportsmanship and competitiveness, which resulted in many athletes setting new personal bests, national records, and games records, will no doubt inspire up-and-coming athletes to make even higher and attain greater standards. We appreciate the collaboration and support of the African Union Commission, the Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa, the African Union Sports Councils, the local organizing committee, and other key stakeholders in ensuring that the 13th African Games truly showcase the unique experiences, cultures, and aspirations of the people, of the African peoples to the rest of the world. And we appreciate above all the enthusiastic support of thousands and thousands of Ghanaians at all the venues for the Games. Ladies and gentlemen, I am particularly delighted that despite all the changes that confronted us, Ghana was able to provide world-class sporting facilities for the Games. The edifice in Botima, the magnificent Legon Sports Stadium, beautiful rugby pitch, the refurbished Theodosia Oko hockey pitch, the Bukom Boxing Emporium, the rehabilitated cricket oval, as well as other facilities provided for the Games, underscores Ghana's commitment to the development of sports in the country. I assure my fellow Ghanaians that these facilities will be well maintained and will serve as appropriate venues for training future champions and for hosting international sporting tournaments and competitions. Indeed, the facilities will act as the nucleus for the soon-to-be established University of Sports for Development, and will also be the venues for the holding of the Ghana National Games. There's the annual National Sports Festival, where winners from the district and regional levels will meet to compete for the top national honors. I thank the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports and his able team at the ministry, his predecessor in office, the contractors, the executive chairman and members of the local organizing committee, the University of Ghana, the technical committee of the 13th African Games, and all the other stakeholders for a job well done. And to those who visited our shores for the very first time, I hope that you enjoy the globally acclaimed hospitality of the Ghanaian people during your stay. I'm confident that many of you will attest to the warm reception and love that define us, the Ghanaian people, and believe that you desire to return to our country. To all the athletes and sports people, who have competed fiercely. You have not only demonstrated exceptional skill and determination, but you've also embodied the spirit of camaraderie and friendship. Your nations appreciate and thank you sincerely for the personal sacrifices and dedication exhibited by you here. Next is the Paris Olympic Games, and I'm extremely hopeful that you'll do your utmost best for Africa to increase her medal tallies substantially. In concluding, I urge all of us to continue to harness the power of sport as a force for positive change, promoting peace, tolerance, and understanding among all people. I extend my warmest wishes to all the participating nations for safe travels back to their respective countries and homes. May the memories of these games inspire us to work together towards a brighter, more prosperous, and more united future for Africa and her peoples. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I have the great honor and pleasure to declare the 13th African Games, Africa 2023, successfully closed. Long live Ghana. Long live the African Games. Long live the African Union. Long live Mother Africa. And may Almighty God bless us all. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for officially closing the ceremony.
Merci beaucoup, Son Excellence Nana Akufo-Addo, président de la République du Ghana, pour avoir officiellement annoncé la clôture de ces 13e Jeux africains.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you what we call the official anthem of the African Games.
Je vous laisse à présent, les amis, avec la chanson officielle de ces 13e Jeux africains.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wondrous moment that you have seen, and it is by no coincidence that we have these two extraordinary women standing right behind us on the podium. And if you have heard of Baby Jet, this is one of the original ones. Please put your hands together for Alice Enum, who is a Ghanaian sprinter who competed at the 1964, 1968 and 1972 Olympics. Alice was the first female Olympian from Ghana and a multiple Commonwealth gold medalist. And as I said before, the original Baby Jet. And we have standing next to Alice, Madame Hannah Efru. Afriye, who is a multiple gold medalist in the African Games and Commonwealth Games, and they were flanked and of course escorted to extinguish the flame by one of Ghana's 100-meter race legends, and who is also the deputy COO of the African Games, Mr. Rex Brobe.
On arrive les amis, bien entendu, à l'extinction de la flamme, et nous avons avec nous des légendes de l'athlétisme, du sprint du Ghana, avec tout d'abord Alice Anoum, Anna Afriye, plusieurs fois médaillée d'or dans les compétitions continentales au niveau du Commonwealth, sans oublier bien sûr Rex Brobe, celui-là même qui était avec nous et qui avait allumé la flamme de ces 13e Jeux africains ici à Accra, Monsieur Rex Brobe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause. This also a significant moment establishing the closure of the 13th African Games, and of course you would also have seen the lowering of the flag.
Et avant, ma chère Anita, les Jeux sont clôturés par son Excellence, le chef de l'État. On va passer maintenant à la cérémonie, bien sûr, de la passation, le handing over des drapeaux qui vont passer du Ghana, hôte de ces 13e Jeux, à l'Union africaine et puis à la République arabe d'Égypte qui va avoir le privilège et la responsabilité d'accueillir les 14e Jeux africains.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have now, a significant moment of handing over the 13th African Games to the Arab Republic of Egypt. It's what we call the handing over of the flag. And this small ceremony will have the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Mustafa Yusuf, who will hand over the African Games flag to Her Excellency, Madam Minata Samate Sesuma, who will then also hand over the flags to the Egyptian Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Ashraf Sobi, who this establishes essentially that the Arab Republic of Egypt is now host of the 14th edition of the African Games. Please welcome them as they take over on the podium.
Un moment important, mesdames et messieurs, celui qu'on va vivre à l'instant avec la remise du drapeau des Jeux africains par son Excellence, Monsieur le ministre de la Jeunesse et des Sports du Ghana, Mustafa Yusuf, à son Excellence, Madame Minata Samate Sesuma pour la Commission de l'Union Européenne et qui vont remettre ce drapeau à son Excellence, le ministre égyptien de la Jeunesse et des Sports, Monsieur Ashraf Sobhi, la République arabe d'Égypte, Jomhouriyat Masr al-Arabiya, pays hôte de la prochaine édition de ces Jeux.
A symbolic moment. The flag has left Ghana, and now it's in the hands of the Arab Republic of Egypt, where we shall gather for the 14th edition of the African Games.
Un moment important, le drapeau des Jeux africains en possession aujourd'hui de la République arabe d'Égypte, pays hôte de la prochaine édition. Sous vos applaudissements, les amis.
to you.
Once again, I tell you, it's the end of the games in Accra, of course. But you should be really very, very, very proud.
Of course we are.
The end of the game, as they say, all the participants, all the people who are speaking tonight, His Excellency the President, it's the beginning of a new era, the legacy that will keep from this opportunity.
Well, that makes me feel better and not so emotional. But it is not by coincidence, I would say. Sometimes the universe does things at the right time. We've come to literally the end of a wonderful moment, to the end of a great month. It is and was Women's Month, and it is an absolute honor. First of all, a round of applause for all the ladies in the stadium, all the women in the stadium. It is not by chance that it's called Mother Africa. Thank you so much. We acknowledge you. This is a wonderful moment. We get to award a powerful, extraordinary woman. Now, she was appointed as the first female Secretary General of FIFA by President Gianni Infantino. A position she occupied, of course, on 20th June 2016. She's a remarkable trailblazer hailing from Senegal and an undeniably inspiring and prominent figure in the world of football. Today, we're honoring a wonderful woman.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'accueillir Madame Fatma Samoura, ancienne secrétaire générale de la Fédération internationale de football, pour un hommage largement mérité pour cette très grande dame du sport africain et du football africain, non seulement au niveau de notre continent, mais au niveau mondial, Anita.
Ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome, I would say, a group of outstanding and esteemed individuals as we honor together Madame Fatma Samoura.
J'invite son Excellence, Madame Minata Samate Sessouma, de bien vouloir nous rejoindre sur l'estrade.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, and his colleague, head of state. And on behalf of His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, I present a visitation in honor of a big lady, a competent lady, our sister, Madame Fatma Samba Diouf Samoura. Madame Fatma Samba Diouf Samoura, it is remarkable the exceptional leadership you have exhibited throughout your work in various organizations, particularly your role as the first female Secretary General of the World Football Governing Body, FIFA. We commend you for the decision you took during your tenure as Secretary General of FIFA to reorder the organizational structure in 2016, including appointment of a Deputy Secretary General and the creation of a new Women's Football Division, which has contributed significantly to women and girls development. As far as football is concerned, your leadership, Madame Samoura, has been a source of inspiration of many women across the globe, especially in Africa. This honor you are receiving today is to propel you to do better, done what you have already started, particularly with your humanitarian services, to make the world a better place for the youth and the women in Africa and across the globe. With great and heartfelt appreciation, we have honored. We honor you for your immense contribution and commitment to women and the development of football in Africa and around the world.
A wonderful, proud, and solemn moment as we acknowledge an outstanding woman for holding the flag of the continent of Africa. All our 53, 54 flags up high in the world of sport.
La fierté de l'Afrique.
Mesdames et messieurs, en plus du award donné à notre sœur Madame Samoura, Son Excellence Monsieur le Président de la République du Ghana offre un présent à notre sœur Madame l'ancienne secrétaire générale. Merci beaucoup, Excellence Monsieur le Président. Et c'est cette fois. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And if
when you are the last one to take the floor, you can afford to be brief. And besides saluting and acknowledging the presence here of President Nana Akufo-Addo and Madam First Lady, but also Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport, my dear sister, African Union Commissioner for Health, Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development, my brother, the Minister of Sports of Egypt, but also General Major Nasser Ahmed is here present, and the representative of ANUCO, as well as the representative of all the African Union athletes, the volunteers, the ministers present, and the member of parliament. I would like to say that it's always a pleasure to receive an invitation. But when this invitation comes with an award for your special services, and when you're receiving it in this beautiful house that I consider also as my place, Accra, it means that somehow during the 8 years of tenure at FIFA, the new leadership was able to bring back the reputation of FIFA. We all remember when I took up my duties in June 2016, FIFA was about to be declared a criminal organization by the U.S. Department of Justice. But the fact that I am here being recognized means that now FIFA is a more reliable partner, but it has also managed to bring about positive changes in the lives of millions of people and millions of Africans. Football being the sport in Africa, it's for me a great honor during this closing ceremony of the 13th African Game to be bestowed with this prestigious distinction. So let's continue to use football for positive change, as just mentioned by President Akufo-Addo, and let's make it something that also can promote better gender parity in the world of sport, but in the world in general. I would like to thank all of you for your patience, but also for being big supporters.